myself, my expressions, my reactions, be whom they expected, which sometimes wasn't who I was. But just as I'd built the machine that was the current operations of this team, I'd constructed my reputation all on my own. Stoic, unemotional, unswayable, unflappable, hard to rile Wes Lancaster. It scared me how often my insides were the exact opposite, rolling turmoil that kept the contents of my stomach only seconds away from making an appearance. My relationship with God was tenuous and largely lacking in effort on my part, but I'd still lost count of how many times I'd thanked him for the power of perception and strong esophageal control. Overhead, the lights flickered and hissed as one of the bulbs strained to avoid the end of its life. I made a mental note to notify maintenance as soon as I finished my rounds. Much like every other team in the league, we operated on a schedule, with certain players, be it special teams, skill positions, defensive linemen, etc., going different places at different times. When the cafeteria closed down the breakfast service in an hour, everyone on the team would be somewhere. A meeting, a final practice, at weightlifting, or getting medical advisement or attention. Wednesdays on travel weeks needed to run even more smoothly than any other day, as the whole team would need to be out and ready in a timely fashion so that they could prepare for travel tomorrow. And this week, we were headed to Miami. Hot, sunny, skimpy clothes-inducing Miami. Please, fuck, let there be some sort of bikini-wearing opportunity for Winnie Winslow. My dick chimed in with a wink and an overly enthusiastic nod before my brain could stop it. God damn it. I'd hired her as the team physician, but she'd just as quickly become my obsession, my weakness, and my distraction. Witty, thrilling exchanges laced with an edge of anger I couldn't stop picturing in the bedroom took up way too much space in my mind for the amount of interaction we'd had. Thrown together in mostly professional circumstances, we hadn't so much as touched for the first few weeks of our erotic dance of torturous teasing. Even now, we were still in the infancy of intimacy, a fledgling friendship that hovered on the edge of acquaintances. In fact, the most contact we'd had was the soft slip of her hand in mine during Thatch and Cassie's shotgun nuptials a few weeks ago. But, innocent or not, ever since, I'd become irrationally fixated on the drive to once again feel her skin on mine. It was unnatural at best, but troubling was more likely, as I'd involuntarily begun to completely avoid the company of other women. I'd actually tried to force it for the first week after our return, but as that time bled into this and the days at work got longer and longer, my body stopped being cooperative. That's right. Without the incentive of Winnie's touch, my dick has stopped responding. And yes, my little problem did make itself known in the most embarrassing way possible, at the very worst time. The only thing I have to be thankful for is that the particular woman had made my acquaintance before, and knew it was an entirely new problem. Of course, I went home to my hand and a most explicitly detailed fantasy of Winnie Winslow, and the fucker reacted to that just fine. Trust me, I heard Winnie say as I rounded the corner into the hall that led directly to our training room. Open call for players with injuries or medical needs opened up at 6 a.m., which was nearly an hour ago. An hour's worth of restraint felt like it took Herculean effort, but the camel's back had finally buckled. I'd run out of control. And metaphors. I had to see her. That rough but sweet voice, the fervor in her every comment. I wanted the feeling it gave me when she directed all of it at me. Luckily, touching base in any and all meetings and locations was normal for me, the helicopter boss, so the only one who would know what a fool I was would be me. Despite the internal embarrassment of losing the battle with myself to stay away, my step got decidedly peppier. If Thatch had paid witness, comments would have been made, and I would have communicated both verbally and otherwise that he should fuck right off. But he wasn't, and all that separated me from looking Winnie dead in her heated eyes